Hello everybody, it's McGann, and I'm here today to do sort of a little extra add-on to a video I saw on the film theory page. And if you are one of the only people on the internet who doesn't watch film theory, like I don't know what's wrong with you, get over there right now. But this video that I just watched, I think it's one of my favorites. It goes on about Anna and Elsa not actually being sisters. And before you go any further with this video, please go and watch the film theory video first. Pause here, I'll wait. Alright, so the gist of the film theory video is that Anna and Elsa are not the sisters, that actually Rapunzel and Elsa are the sisters, and that they had been twins who were separated at birth so that they could keep one of the babies safe. And I'm not really arguing anything about it. I kind of agree with most of it, but I saw some extra things that they did not mention. But one thing I do have to get out of the way because it makes me a little nutty is that the film theory video said that Rapunzel shows up at the end of Frozen, and that's not right. She's actually there at the beginning when Anna is singing For the First Time in Forever. So just a little slip of the tongue. I do it all the time, I'm sure. So if you notice in the city of Corona, which is where Rapunzel is from, eventually they show this portrait fresco on the side of the wall of the royal family, and there is only the baby Rapunzel in that portrait. But if the family were going to great lengths to make sure that nobody knew about a second magical baby, then it would make sense for the public image of the royal family to only include one child. And if you already know anything about the historic practices of monarchs around that time frame, it was really common practice to send the heir of the throne to live somewhere else, because there was a lot of fear around that time about plots to kill the whole royal family so that another family could more easily take over. Or, the family gets poisoned, marauders come in, a sickness plagues the castle and kills everyone. It was a good way to hide the prince or princess away that was the next in line for the throne, because then that way they were more safe and secluded. Obviously, that method would have its downsides too, but I think in the context of this sort of time frame, then it would make a lot of sense for the king and queen of Corona to send baby Elsa to another kingdom to keep her safe. Because in many cases, other than the close house staff and the people who were actually in the family that knew the baby wasn't theirs, nobody else would know that that baby was not related to the parents raising her or him. Also consider that even if Elsa wasn't the oldest, if she was showing ice powers early on, they probably would have wanted to get her out of the kingdom for safety reasons for everyone, not just baby Elsa, but for the royal family as well. And if you consider the fact that yes, baby Rapunzel did have powers, but the king and queen would not have known the song that activated the hair power, and obviously from everything we've seen in Tangled, that's the only thing that we know of that activates the power other than true love's first cry. So to the king and queen of Corona, baby Rapunzel was the normal one with no powers as far as they knew. And oftentimes it was family members who took in these other babies that couldn't stay with their family for one reason or another. And since Arendelle was a very wintry, cold, icy country to begin with, it would be a very smart place to hide Elsa because her powers could go unnoticed with a lot less effort. So after the king and queen of Arendelle died, that means realistically it would be possible that nobody else knew that Elsa was not the biological child of these two. So when the time came, they made her the queen of Arendelle, not realizing that she was not actually the biological child of the king and queen of Arendelle. That's very plausible. And really, I think that the nail in the coffin for why film theory may be correct here is that the entire story of Tangled is presented from the narration of Flynn Rider. The parents don't even talk in the entire film, and Flynn would only know what he had been told and what public knowledge was. The next logical question would be to say, why would the king and queen of Corona keep that a secret then after Rapunzel returns? Well, not only do the king and queen of Corona have no idea who took Rapunzel or why or what happened to that person, but shortly after Rapunzel comes back, the king and queen of Arendelle die, which means if they keep quiet, their daughter Elsa gets to take over the throne of Arendelle, and now they have daughters who are controlling two different countries. It's not really the Disney happily ever after idea, but it is realistically what monarchs would have done all throughout history, especially if nobody in Arendelle really knew who Elsa actually belonged to biologically. If they just stayed quiet, now their country is two countries, and that's beneficial for them in terms of trading and finances and all sorts of things. So, really putting it into a historic context makes a lot more sense when you look at this theory, and I think that they've done a brilliant job with it. And again, if you are not over there watching film theory videos, leave mine and go watch it. Theirs are so much better than mine. So, thank you for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe because I'm very close to getting enough subscribers that I can make my own channel URL link. Now that this video is basically over, why don't you check out my channel and see what else I have to offer? I'm adding new stuff and taking suggestions all the time. Plus, you can hit that nifty little subscribe button and then be notified when I make new videos. Come on, do it. Peer pressure, do it. Subscribe.